Hello, and thank you for joining us this afternoon. I have two amazing students here with us, but first off, my name is Destinee Lott, and I serve as the Associate Director in the Center for Inclusion and Campus Involvement. I've had the opportunity to work with these two amazing students over the last couple of years, and I would love for them to introduce themselves.
All right. Hello all, my name is Colson. I am a sociology senior here at Rollins College. I've served as the former Vice President for Black Student Union, and currently I'm a diversity envoy and admissions diplomat. So go Tars. I'm more than excited to talk with Destinee and Carla today as far as my Rollins experience and hopefully be able to answer some of your questions here about Rollins.
Hi everyone, good afternoon. I'm Carla. I'm a sophomore here at Rollins. I'm a math and computer science double major. I'm a work study at the Lucy Cross Center. I'm an Embark student leader, and I'm a diversity envoy with Colson for the Office of Admissions.
So before we get started, I wanted to have a little bit of trivia. So this is a competition, so get the question right, okay?
I'm so competitive.
So the question is, what other animal statue used to accompany the fox? A cat. B, a stag. C, a bear. D, a dog. Carla.
I'm going to go with, I thought I knew this, but I don't. I'm going to go with D, dog.
Okay.
What are the options again? I'm sorry.
Yes. A, cat.
Cat.
B, stag. C, a bear. D, dog.
I don't think a bear and a fox will go together.
Okay.
A dog and a fox are similar.
Okay.
And a cat and a fox are similar. I'm not sure what a stag is.
Okay.
So I'm going to go with the bear.
Okay. The answer is a cat.
Oh, okay.
Which I saw this and I was like, wow, never knew that. So I thought that was really cool to start off.
May I ask what a stag is, bro?
I couldn't tell you.
I'll get back to you. I'll get back to you.
And then my second question, just for both of you, Carla, if you were given a plane ticket to go anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I'd go to Italy because it's an amazing country anyways. So much history and culture, and the geography because there's mountains and lakes, and and also because I know the language. So it'd be nice to immerse myself into that culture and speak fluent Italian.
That's awesome. What about you, Colson?
So I thought about this. I would go to Cameroon.
Okay.
I was thinking Africa because my cousin and my aunt, they did blood work on our family, so we have some Bahamian and West African in us.
Okay.
So I would be interested to go back to Cameroon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So now I'm going to hop into some of our questions and why we're here today. So, Carla, you've been involved with the Embark program over the last couple of years. Could you tell us a little bit more about what the Embark program is and what it means to you to be involved with it?
Yes, Destinee. So Embark is a program for incoming underrepresented students to help them transition into Rollins life and help them get acclimated to the resources Rollins provides. We provide mentorship and friendships to build community throughout their time at Rollins. And it's meant so much to be a part of it because I was an Embark participant my freshman year, and that's where I really found my community, find my anchor, as we say here at Rollins, and it provided me a stable support group that has lasted me throughout my time here and will continue to help me until I graduate and even after.
Awesome. Colson, I know that you both said how involved you are in different things across campus. So we have about 153 student organizations right now on campus. So I would love to hear more about why you chose the organizations that you did.
Okay. Let's see. First, I chose admissions because I want to immerse myself into the Rollins community and also to be able to share Rollins as my home and not just as a college or institution. So I felt Rollins has become an extended family, and I just want to share that through working with admissions and working with prospective students and families. I also joined Black Student Union and decided to run as vice president or to become the vice president. I feel being a minority or an underrepresented student here at Rollins College, it's very important to find your anchor, to find people that you're comfortable with, that you can relate to, find the proper support system, and also find another extended family that you can call here at Rollins College. So those are two organizations that I'm really passionate about, and I'm just excited that I was able to be a part of it.
Okay. Carla, what about you?
I'm involved with Spectrum, which is our LGBTQ plus organization at Rollins, and Voices for Women, which is our intersectional feminist organization on campus. And I'm involved with both of them because they I identify with the social identities they most relate to, and I've always been passionate about social justice and human rights in general, and I feel like feminism, women's rights, and LGBTQ plus rights are aligned with my passion. So I figured to be involved in the organizations, especially because we have the opportunity to do so here at Rollins.
So when knowing both of you, I know that you all seem to be involved in a lot of similar things. So something else that you all have in common is being a part of the Diversity Envoy program,
Correct.
which is new this year. Right. So could you tell us a little bit more about what Diversity Envoy is, and how did you end up being involved with that program?
Got you. So I found out about the Diversity Envoy program through working with admissions through Lester Elman.
Mm-hmm.
He sat down and discussed with me the idea of it and the idea of the class and also the work portion of it.
Mm-hmm.
So throughout the year, you're going to have a class portion for the first semester, and the second semester you're going to have the opportunity to show what you learned in class.
Mm-hmm.
And we also had our first inaugural preview weekend
Mm-hmm.
where we had prospective underrepresented students come on campus, and we showed them what it's like to be a TAR and things of that sort. But the class portion basically informs you on different race relations, different religions, different things as sociology in some parts. So we talk about the inequality gap and things of that sort. So we just apply what we learned in that class and we use it in the second half of the year.
Carla, what about you?
Well, I think Colson pretty much covered it, but it's taking like an initiative, I'd say, to bring more focus of diversity into the admissions office. And it's been really great. Like Colson said, we had a preview diversity weekend where we hosted prospective incoming students, and it was a great weekend. We really bonded and connected with students, and some of them have committed to coming to Rollins, and so it's been a great experience.
Awesome. So you keep bringing up the word diversity. So why is diversity and inclusion important here at Rollins?
Diversity and inclusion is very important at Rollins because in a liberal arts environment, in a liberal arts institution, you want to be able to challenge yourself to think differently. Whatever perspectives that you had going into college, I don't want to say you want those erased, but you want those to be challenged in a way to where you can think critically, you can think differently, you can learn from different people, different religions, different walks of life. So when you graduate as a Rollins TAR, you become a global leader and a responsible leader. So I think that's very important because a lot of people come from similar backgrounds that they may not be able to challenge their perspectives and views. And when you come to college, if you don't grow as an individual, if you don't grow as a learner, then it's, in a sense, what's the point, you know? So in addition to your academics, you also want to grow as a person. So I think diversity and inclusion equips you with those opportunities and those tools.
Just to add on to that, similarly to if you surround yourself with similar people people with similar backgrounds, your ideas won't be challenged, and that's the beauty of being immersed with people who are different than you, because people who have different identities will have different experiences, different interests, and different values, and that's what our differences explain why we communicate differently, why we perceive things differently, and understanding that and being able to work with people who are different than you, that's valuable for when you enter the workforce after college, when you're working in teams, and so it'll help you, like Colson said, global citizenship and responsible leadership after college.
So families might be wondering, what does campus support look like? So Carla, what would you say that support has looked like for you, and what resources have you found to be really helpful since you've been here? So
I'm so in love with Rollins and all the resources. So specifically Embark has helped me tremendously coming into Rollins. I'm from Florida. I'm from South Florida. So I was happy to be in Florida, but I was hesitant at Rollins because I was worried about diverse or underrepresented students at Rollins. But Embark was a program that helped me find my community, like I said, I love immersing myself with people who are different than me. So Embark gave me that opportunity, and I found my community there. And that Embark is run under the Center for Inclusion and Campus Involvement, which is where Destinee work. And so I've really found that has been a tremendous resource to me, like being able to talk to you and Abby Holland, also from CC, and everyone at CC, our acronym for Center for Inclusion and Campus Involvement. Everyone there has been like family to me. It's just their support has been invaluable, really, and thank you, Destinee.
Of course. Colson, what about you? What resources have you found that have been really helpful for you?
First, I had to allow myself to become comfortable with people.
Mm-hmm.
I had to allow myself to form genuine relationships. So in doing that, I allowed myself to be in different organizations. Mm-hmm. So CC was really important with Mr. Robert, you, Abby, just the whole CC, the Center for for Inclusion and Campus Involvement has been very supportive. Ms. Tisa in admissions, she helped me the summer before I came. So before I even knew what she looked like, we would talk consistently on the phone. And also I joined fraternity sorority life. So that has been an extended family for me as well. So I related and connected with people that I probably wouldn't have if I wasn't open-minded enough to immerse myself in a different collective group. Mm-hmm. So I just basically surrounded myself by genuine people that have a desire to form a relationship, people that have a desire to have your best interests at heart. Mm-hmm. And whoever I connected with, regardless of their sexual orientation, regardless of their race, regardless of their religion, I just kind of gravitated to and reciprocated that as well. Mm-hmm. So that's how I formed my best relationships here at Rollins. And my support, sorry.
Colson, can you tell us about something that you found challenging as a student of color here at Rollins?
Yes. So anytime I talk on a panel or on a student tour, I might get that question, even with prospective students. Mm-hmm. So I always discuss my first semester here at Rollins. So my first semester at Rollins, I was the only African American, mm-hmm. and 3 out of 4 classes. I was really uncomfortable in a sense, mm-hmm. but because of the support system, because of my open-mindedness, because of systems that were in place that I may not have knew about, mm-hmm. but once I found out about them, I became a lot more comfortable. So that was one of my biggest challenges, being in class with people that didn't look like me for 4 months, to now seeing first-year students come in to Rollins. Then they may have already seen my face, mm-hmm. or they may have already seen your face, mm-hmm. or they're comfortable, and we're continuing to grow our family. We're continuing to grow our diversity and inclusion. So that was one of my biggest challenges, and I can't say that anymore. Mm-hmm. You know, so now in each class we have some form of representation in each class.
Okay. Yeah. Carla, why did you choose Rollins?
I chose Rollins because of the community I found here. It's really been invaluable. The friendships and mentors that I've gained at Rollins that have connected me with resources, and also the opportunities here. I can't tell you all the things I've done here because of Rollins. I've been to like marches because Rollins will have a bus to take students. I've been to conferences in Orlando. I've been to immersions where I go to another city and do service with fellow classmates. The opportunities are endless, and so that is what opportunities I'd say. Opportunities, the community here, and also the relationships I've built with my professors, because that's also, I've realized, invaluable, and it's such a privilege to have small class sizes. I'm here now, like at Rollins, with small class sizes, and I can't imagine not being here. I can't imagine being like in large lecture hall, so it's really invaluable, and I'm so happy to be here.
Okay. Why did I choose Rollins?
Yeah.
Okay, so prior to coming to Rollins, I went to a community college, Florida State College at Jacksonville. So I was already used to a small class size, and when it comes to the college curriculum and how that operates. So I did a lot of leadership things back at home. I did a lot of leadership things back in my community college. Mm-hmm. And I felt Rollins gave me the opportunity to immerse myself more as a leader, immerse myself more as an individual, and to give me a global perspective on life, give me a global perspective on the world of academia, and allow me to receive a liberal arts education, which is something I knew nothing about. So Rollins just basically gave me a chance to put myself in a different pond to see if I would sink or swim. Mm-hmm. And they had all the opportunities in store for me to swim and to go far, go places, do things I never thought I would do, push myself as an individual, push myself as a leader. And I'm just more than excited to say that I'm a TAR and I'll graduate as a TAR. And hopefully, people watching can say the same. But that's one of the main reasons why I chose Rollins.
So I know both of you have been here for at least 2 years, and I know you've seen a lot of change over the last couple of years. So where do you see Rollins in the future?
Rollins in start first? I have to think about that one.
Okay.
I'll say a more equitable and, what was the other word I was thinking of? And a more just institution. I say that because, for example, we want to research, I guess, diversity and inclusion on campus to see what underrepresented groups or what groups aren't accessing the resources that we have. I've noticed that, for example, being an admission diplomat, I don't know if you've noticed, Colson, how most of the diplomats are female, and I'm like, why aren't there more males representing the college there? That's just one example. So finding out why these resources and opportunities aren't being applied to everyone, I guess, because there is a difference between de facto and de jure, by law and by practice. So more equitable and just, and also in terms of all social identities such as ability and religion, so equal opportunity and access.
Okay. What about you?
I feel Rollins is moving in a very progressive way in the sense of creating a climate that is producing opportunities that people can see more vividly. I feel like discussing with students what they're doing and the opportunities that they're doing, their research, the schools that they're thinking about going to after receiving an undergraduate degree here at Rollins. My level of education from when I was a first year student to now as a sociology senior, I think Rollins is definitely improving its form of academics and producing more students that think critical, think bigger, think a little bit higher, a little bit more. So I think we're just producing more ambitious students and more of a comfortable climate, but still a critical thinking climate for every student that comes in and out of Rollins.
Yeah.
So this is the second to last question. I'm kind of sad to leave you all, but how has being at Rollins shaped your future? Where do you see your future going as a result of being a Rollins student? Colson, I'll start with you and then go to Carla.
Let's see. I might run for president. I'm not. But honestly, it's changed me as a person, as a leader. I'm a lot more comfortable being in sometimes uncomfortable situations. I know how to sit and relate and sometimes listen to people and adapt to people. It's increased me as far as a thinker. I'm a very critical thinker now with my sociological education. I can look at a situation and have a different perspective and a different point of view on it. So it's inspired me to tap into different talents or sometimes talents I didn't know I have. And also Rollins has equipped me to reach back and show students back at home that you can attend a liberal arts private school. You can make the most out of any education that you receive. Here at Rollins was the first time I ever studied abroad, ever been abroad. So my first trip out the country was to Hong Kong, which is mind-blowing, but it allowed me to be a role model for other people. So I think, what was the question again?
How has this experience shaped your future?
Right, so it's shaped my future to be bright. It's shaped my future to go out and to attack anything I feel I want to do or desire to do, and to not be relentless about it, to not be remorseful about it, but to just be ambitious in anything that I want to do in life. So that's how I shape my future.
Thank you.
I think Rollins, I've noticed about Rollins students that we are ambitious, we are go-getters and doers. It's shaped my experience. I've become more of a leader. I wouldn't consider myself a leader before Rollins, but now I do so after being at Rollins through the Emerging Leadership Institute, through the Rollins Women's Leadership Institute. The Fraternity and Sorority Life also had a Women's Leadership Conference. There was a Social Justice Leadership Retreat. So many leadership opportunities to grow and learn. So that's helped me become a leader in any environment. And also I came into Rollins thinking I was going to be a critical media and cultural studies major with a concentration in gender studies and a minor in sexuality, women's and gender studies. And then the second day of school, I realized I missed math and switched to math and computer science. But that passion, I'm so thankful for Rollins and being a liberal arts institution, because though I'm a math and computer science major, I'm still able to immerse myself in diversity initiatives, to learn about social identities and be involved with work in social justice, which is really my passion. Rollins has given me a clear view of what I want to do in the future, which is to code for an organization whose mission involves social justice. And that's a clear future to me. It can look in different ways, but I know that's what I'd like to do. And I'm thankful to Rollins because it showed me that's what I want.
Okay. And then my last question that I will leave you all with, in just a few words, what advice would you give to incoming students?
Open-mindedness.
Okay.
Open-mindedness. Be open-minded to any environment, to any person that you meet here at Rollins. Any opportunity that comes in front of you, be open-minded to it. Don't be nervous. Don't be skeptical. But take time to really think about the climate and the school that you're in, and just be open-minded and go for whatever that you desire here at Rollins. And even if we may not offer it, it could be created.
Okay.
So you can do anything as a Rollins star. So thank you.
Thank you. Carla?
I'd say to follow your passions, to do what you're interested in. It's Rollins, the liberal arts in college, so you can truly explore all your interests. And whether it not be academically, it could be in intramurals or in clubs. So follow your passions and to use the resources we have on campus. There's so many opportunities. SGA, for example, I haven't been in SGA before, but I'm going to be Diversity Inclusion Chair of SGA next year. And so it's just another amazing opportunity that Rollins has provided with me. And along with using the opportunities here, use the mentors and professors at Rollins. They truly want to help you succeed and help you thrive. So yeah, that's my advice.
Well, thank you all. Thank you. Thank
you
all
so
for joining
much.
us, and thank you all for being here.
Thank
Have
you,
a great
Destinee.
day.
Thank
you so much.
you.